Good evening, everyone. We are here again with Late Night Quickies, and today we will be talking about saying no. How to say no to sex. And good evening, George.
Good
are,
evening, Ligia. Good evening, everyone.
are you ready to tell us and that we tell everybody outside how to say no to sex?
Yeah, I think it's a really important topic. It's hard to say no to sex, to your sex partner. And sometimes we have conflicting desires, right? Part of us wants to say yes. Part of us thinks we shouldn't say yes. We should not say yes. And that can cause some conflict and make it difficult to articulate our true feelings, right?
Yeah,
And
there
our
are.
words may say one thing and our emotions may be feeling something different. So it's very hard.
Yeah, we may be fearing something,
We
maybe
could be
we have
fearing. Yeah.
insecurities with our own bodies or the state this body is in that moment. And
Hmm.
uh, anyway, if you are with someone in a relationship, you are trying to keep this person safe and you don't want to say no, no? So
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want people to have that feeling of being rejected, right? So we fear their emotional response if we say no, and we fear
to hurt,
making them unhappy,
yeah,
right?
make them unhappy or the hurt. But
Hmm.
what we want to say is you can always say no. There
Correct.
is no point, there is no wrong point. You can say no in the middle of the act.
Hmm. I have done that. I've done that to people, and boy, it surprises a woman when a man says,
Okay, I'm
"No, no." It's like, no, I'm not feeling this in between us. I mean, we can continue, but
okay.
there, the desire is not there. Our connection is not here. So let's just stop right now. Let's just stop and see if we can
Okay,
find the connection or do
okay.
something else.
We have a nice quickie here talking about this. No? If you lose the
Mhm.
connection, go back and
That's
then do it
true.
again. And
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
nice thing. I can put it on the card later. But the point is, if you can always say no, why is so difficult to communicate this no?
Right. So, what we, there are two things that are going on. One is what most people communicate when they say no is not what they intend to communicate. So, because it's so difficult to say no, we get so anxious about it that when we say no, we say no, right? We just cut the person off. And when you do that, your whole body is like, no. And your partner can feel that, you can feel that, your whole body has a response to that energetically. And your connection goes, right? That's never what we intend to do. What we intend to do is something like, I'm a no to the sex act right now because I'm not feeling 100%. I'm not feeling turned on. I have other things on my mind. That's what we really want to communicate.
My legs are not shaved, or
Yeah, I have an insecurity
just
about my
came from
body.
sport. I want to have a shower before.
Yeah.
Such kind of
Now,
things.
it's so much easier in that particular case, like having a shower or having a shave, to say, I'm a no at this moment. Let me take a shower, right? Or I'll get back to you right after I shave. I have done that. Felt my face. This is too hard. Let me shave, or I need a shower, and I'll be right there.
But
So
it's
that's
not.
different. That's different than when you want to communicate no.
But this other no you are going into now, this
Yeah.
no, that is a no. no, I don't want, I don't like the way you love. I don't feel like. But also this no, it's like a picture, it's a moment thing. You can meet this person 3 months later and say yes.
True.
A
Right.
no
I
is
mean, so yeah, your no has to be attached to your desire, right? And if it's attached to your desire, then it will feel clean and good to the person you're delivering the no to. So your no is always acceptable, whether it's clean or unclean, whether it feels good to the other person or not. It's always acceptable. But if you like the person and you're in a relationship with the person, you want to be in a relationship with the person, then make sure that your no comes from your desire and that you separate your shoulds from your desires, right? So you could be saying, I shouldn't have sex on the first date, although I really want to. And that's not a clean no, right?
and the other person will
They can
receive.
pick up on this,
Yeah.
right? So if you're saying, if one part, because every time you use the word should, there's one part of your brain going, I shouldn't do this. And there's another part of your brain going, I should do this.
I want this,
Yeah.
even
Or I want to do
wasn't
this,
this, but I
but I want to
should.
do it. Yeah.
This is a very, very common situation. That's why we are here to say, to talk about this, to say
Mhm.
some things like, to say to our couples, to people that are struggling in the relationship, be aware from what you really want, that your
Mhm.
no is a clearly thing.
Mhm.
Maybe you can say this better, this is still.
Well, just let your no be no and your yes be a yes. If you don't articulate that, then what happens is you have a poor communication. The other person feels rejected. They feel hurt. They can feel that your no is not true, right? That you really do want to have sex. It's just the situation is bad. Well, it's better to say that I really do want to have sex with you, but this is not a good situation to have it in because I won't be present. My legs are unshaved, right? Sounds like it's silly because when you think about passing up an opportunity to connect with somebody that you like over something so silly as shaved legs, it sounds silly, but if it really bothers you, because that's the way you're culturally wired or whatever, you know, then you have to follow that desire. Follow the desire that is the no, right? Attach your no to the desire. And the other person is going to have empathy there for that, you know.
And we're coming for another point that we frequently talk about. We find really very easy some reasons to don't do sex
Mm.
while doing sex, or attaching with the person you are, or with persons, can make you feel better. So shaving legs is just an example, but it could be uh, stress in work, or the kids
Mm-hmm.
were today too loud, or sick, and I am tired, and sometimes it's sex that makes this better, make you feel better, sleep better, and have less stress. That's why.
That's true. Well, sex is a known stress reliever, that's for sure. You
Yeah,
know,
and then
and
if you think, if you are aware of you really want, and if you are not mixing things and giving half and half answers, you may come to this relief much easier.
I recently had a client who, you know, we're working on communication, but the communication's all her internal communication with herself, right? So we're learning to follow the voice of desire, and she had this very topic, right? Sometimes she was just stressed or distracted and doesn't want to physically connect, but she does want to physically connect because she's stressed and tired. So, right. But then at that point, you call it, sometimes women call it emotionally connecting, right? I need to emotionally connect, and then maybe I'll want the physical. Well, that interaction goes both ways, right?
And that is here just a quickie. We will stop now because we are going to another topic. We
Right.
just want to say to you outside, be aware if your no is a no, a maybe or a yes, and handle like this.
Yeah. And get to the real no. Don't have a general no, because people can feel whether that's how true that is and may get upset or think you're hiding something or being disingenuous. So, if
Or feel
it's, I'm
rejected.
not, hmm?
Or just feel rejected when
Or
it's
just
not
feel
official.
rejected.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure you get to the real sources and know, I'm not going to be present because of my legs. I had a really stressful day and that's still on my mind, whatever it is, right? But your no is always acceptable at any time, at any point.
So, till next quickie.
All right. Till next week. Bye bye.
Lifetime Lovers Academy, backing you to keep the spark alive.